Hello everyone, this is Dawn. Welcome back to my channel. It's the third Friday of the month, and so that means it's time for a collaborative video with members of Crafty Concepts with Erin's team. This month, we're focusing on specialty papers, and I love to use specialty papers in my layouts. So I've got a collection of them here. Some of them are older, some are new. The one on top here, the blue one, is Garden Textures, and it's really cool. It's got a texture on it. It's hard to explain. It's metallic, and then it has an embossed texture in it. I hope you can see it here on camera. It's just got a really nice feel to it. Kind of matte, kind of metallic, and just beautiful in real life. And then this one is metallic textures, and the set comes in 3 colors. This one is the gold, and it's got a nice texture embossed into it as well. And you'll find that in the last chance section of my online store. This one is earthen metallics, and it's a beautiful bronze brown foil paper. And this one is lunar luster, and it's part of the online exclusives, I believe. It's a matte silver and just a really cool look to it. And then 2 new ones here. Actually, there's 3 in the set. There's a pink one as well. And it's from a new set called Sunset Shimmer, and it's iridescent vellum. It will be available in next month's catalog starting May 5th. So there's one that's iridescent and one that's balmy blue, and then the third one is a blush pink. And then, of course, there is glitter paper, and Stampin' Up calls it glimmer paper. So comes in lots of different colors. This one is from Peaceful Garden. Okay, so I'm going to continue using the Nature Walk collection, and I grabbed a variety of papers from that set, and I'm continuing my Alaska cruise pictures. I'm almost done with this album. So we're on the next day, and we stopped in Skagway. So I have lots of smaller pictures for this layout. I took lots of snapshots of the town. We did a walking tour, and later on we went to the Skagway Brewery. So the Park Service does a really good walking tour, and my husband had been to Alaska on a cruise years and years ago, so he kind of knew what he wanted to do, and so I just went along for the ride. And so he said for Skagway we didn't have to schedule an excursion. We did the walking tours and just kind of wandered around the town, and it was a good day. So, and we ended it with beer, and any day ended with beer is a good day. So, okay. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to use this pattern paper from Nature Walk as my base because this picture, the ship has kind of a lagoon color in its icon that's painted on the side of the ship. And then there's also like a Night of Navy or Secret Sea sort of color in that. So I think the pictures go really well with this pretty peacock background. And then I'm going to use the ledger paper for my photos. And then off to the side, I'm going to push strips of various patterned papers and specialty papers in strips. So you'll see that in a minute. So first I'm cutting my base for my photos. The left page is 8x8 and the right page is 8x12. And then I'm going to set my photos up like this and put my title right there above the 3 photos on the right page. And this section here is going to be for my journaling. So that is the base for my layout. And then this is a new set. It will be available in May, and it's called Bordered in Beauty. It's a die set and also a stamp set, and it's got some great borders, and you can stretch them to 12 inches, which is what I'm going to do. They come in various lengths. I'm going to use this one that has the brackets, and then also one that has some tiny scallops. So I'm looking at my papers here, and I don't think that balmy blue goes with the pretty peacock. So I'll bring in the iridescent one, and then I want to use this paper here from Nature Walk that has the writing on it, and the bronze foil paper goes nicely with that, so I'll bring that in. And then this one has Secrecy and some cloud cover in it that matches the ledger paper. And then I might need some more of this. It's a slightly different pattern that has the pretty peacock. And here's that bronze foil paper that goes nicely with the distress paper with the writing on it. So off camera, I'm going to do a whole bunch of die cutting. All right, I also die cut my title, Skagway, from Alphabet a la Mode. I believe this is in the last chance section. These letters are great. They're tall and skinny, and you can do lots of titles with that one. So I've used it a lot. It's well worth it. So check that one out. So now I've got some strips. I'm going to bring some of them in, and I'm just going to kind of cluster and layer them. And I'll show you putting together the right page. I do fuss with them quite a bit, so I'll speed it up in a minute. But that one I'm going to push off to the side, and then we'll bring in the next strip of the Secret Sea, and another one of Pretty Peacock. Just bringing all these pieces in, and then this one that I have die cut with the brackets. I want to put it next to the paper that has the writing on it because the browns go nicely together. So I'm kind of layering things in. They don't want to cooperate, so I'll fuss with them, but eventually when I tack them down, they'll stay where I want them to be. But just getting an idea. And this is the iridescent paper that I cut using the tiny scalloped border. I love how that looks. So I'm going to layer that on top of the peacock strip. Eventually I'll bring that back in, and it pops nicely on top of the peacock. Just a tiny little bit of that will poke out. So that's kind of the idea there. And then I'll do the same thing on the left. So we'll go ahead and layer everything in here, and I'll get everything tacked down later on off camera. So kind of push everything in. So I had to go to my stash, and I found this glitter paper from close to my heart. It's called Harbour, and it goes beautifully. So I'm going to use it. Dig into that stash and see what you've got. And yeah, that's going to be my mat, along with a piece of white cardstock for that large picture. And we'll bring all the pictures in again. I do this several times when I'm scrapbooking just to be sure. It's like that measure twice, cut once theory. So I put everything down, and this set, it's also a new set. It's called Story Keeping, and it's a hybrid embossing die folder. And so the die saddles nicely into the embossing folder, and you run it through one pass, and you get all kinds of embossed titles that are perfect for scrapbook pages. So this is a great investment. You will use this a lot. So now I have all kinds of fun little icons and titles and subtitles that I can scatter all around my page. You can cut them in various colors, but I found for this layout, the bronze foil worked beautifully, so I didn't need anything else. And I've got lots of leftovers for future pages. So lots of fun little pops of titles to either gather them all together and create a cluster, or you can scatter them around your page. So they don't wind up being in the places that I place them, but at least they're down so I can see them. And here's another set. This is also going to be available May 5th. It's called Extraordinary Life, and it's got a great journal block here. So it has a list with numbers on it, and you can stamp that out. And then this is a die that has sort of a torn notebook look. And also there are some tabs that you can die cut to tuck under the edges of pictures. And for that one, I'm going to journal the date. So I'm going to stamp out this little notebook list. And then I'll go back to that set, and I pulled a title for my list, and it says noteworthy. So I'm stamping everything out in Pretty Peacock on crumbcake cardstock. And then off camera, I will die cut those out with the coordinating dies. And then I'll also cut a tab for the date. So we can go ahead and place that down there. And then this is the tab. I'll tuck that under over here. Okay, so then I'll bring in the stickers. So I like to cut the stickers from the sheet so that I can play with them. They stay on the carrier sheet. They're not sticky yet, but I cut this border strip and then I cut it down so that it can be a place for my title to rest on. So I'm going to stick that down eventually above those 3 smaller photos. And then I have some banners. Some are from the sticker sheet. Some I just cut from leftover pattern papers, and I just dovetailed them by hand. And then I also pulled a piece that's from the scrapbook kit. So that Good Times is going to move to the bottom so that I can put another cluster of banners up here. I also cut a banner, and it's from the Extraordinary Life bundle, that small, tiny little banner that I cut from some of the Harbour glitter paper. And we'll create a couple of clusters in those 2 places. And then I've got more of these titles that are from that hybrid embossing folder, Story Keeping. So that's going to eventually move too. And I brought in a little half circle of the Secret Sea paper for that cluster to rest on. I'm going to push it down a little further right there. And these are also new. These are called Dewdrops embellishments, and they're really pretty. They're kind of clear, iridescent, and they go with a new collection that's going to be available May 5th, so stay tuned for that. I've got this darker color here. I think it's Night of Navy. I just like them, so I'm going to scatter a whole bunch of those around. So I will have still shots of this layout over on my socials. The URL for my Facebook page is at the bottom of the screen, and you'll find them in the description below. I'll bring this closer to the camera. And a purchase on my website for Stampin' Up! Products really would help me out, and it enables me to keep creating and doing tutorials, and then I can include a little gift and happy mail for you with every purchase. So I would sure appreciate it. Check out the playlist at the end of this video, and you'll be able to see the other team members' layouts using specialty papers. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please hit that subscribe button, and you'll be able to find all of my videos. And thanks for watching.